probably guessed it, but on today's What's Up With, we are talking about the Teen Choice Awards.
The TCAs!
I'm Joslyn Davis with Dana Ward and Miriam Issa. Ladies.
High fives, team.
High fives all around.
And to you guys, too.
So, we all know the first wave of nominations came out. There are so many categories for this show, BT Dubs. And right now, we are breaking down our predictions for who is going to take home a surfboard at this year's show.
And you guys, don't forget, they're coming up on Fox August 10th.
Very excited.
I'll be there.
So what do you say we kick it off with Choice Movie in the Sci-Fi Fantasy category? The nominees are
Captain America, The Winter Soldier, X-Men Days of Future Past, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, and Thor, The Dark World. Ooh.
Can I just say this is such a crazy category? The fact that Captain America, X-Men, The Amazing Spider-Man, Thor, and then of course The Hunger Games, all of these iconic characters, specifically the Marvel characters.
Right.
Like, how do you choose between Thor and Captain America? That's like choosing between your children or something.
You put them in a movie together and you let them hash it out.
Ooh, well,
kind of has happened.
what do you think? What do you guys think?
I completely agree with you. I feel like they're all on the same plane here. It's really hard for me as well. But I would say that historically, I would say the Spider-Man franchise is maybe one of the most iconic. But then there's the Hunger Games. I have no idea.
I know. You guys, The Hunger Games Catching Fire is totally going to win because teens vote.
That's true.
And teens are going to vote for The Hunger Games.
Well,
Just saying.
wait.
I'm going to disagree with
I
both
love
of you.
them all, though.
Because I think Captain America is going to take this home for two reasons. One reason is Chris Evans, and the second reason is Chris Evans. So that's what I think.
You know what? I got you with the Chris
You got me
Evans
with
thing.
that, girl.
Man, that man
Okay.
is fine. All right, so moving on.
Yes.
We have to choose the choice movie actor or actress also in sci-fi and fantasy movies. And we have Chris Evans from Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Andrew Garfield, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Chris Hemsworth, Thor, The Dark World, Liam Hemsworth, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, Josh Hutcherson, The Hunger Games Catching Fire. And the funny thing about this one is now we are having to pick between our children because you've got the two Hemsworth competing against each other. That's tough.
It's true. And also, for the ladies in this category, we have Halle Berry, X-Men Days of Future Past, Scarlett Johansson, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Jennifer Lawrence in The Hunger Games Catching Fire, and X-Men Days of Future Past, and Natalie Portman for Thor, The Dark World, Emma Stone, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I love all of these people. But I'm going to say Liam Hemsworth is going to win because all the ladies are going to vote for him, and people are going to vote for Jennifer Lawrence because everyone loves Jennifer Lawrence and we still want her to be our BFF.
I think Chris Hemsworth out of the two Hemsworths sort of killed it. It's Thor.
And it's so crazy, like you mentioned, that two brothers are nominated against each other in the same category.
Right.
Takes it to the next
So
level.
which Hemsworth do you girls pick?
In this category, I would definitely go with Chris.
Thank you.
I mean, you know how I feel about Thor and Loki and everything.
I know,
with
but you
that
guys have to
world.
remember, teens are going to be voting.
That's
He's a
true.
married man with a baby. He's sexy as hell. But I think teens are going to speak up and vote for Liam.
And for
Unless
the ladies,
Chris goes, I'm
That's
gonna
true.
get ya.
But for the ladies, I do agree. Just the sheer fact that Jennifer Lawrence is nominated for two movies in one category says it all. And both of those movies were huge this year, iconic characters. And again, the teens are voting. I think she has it in the bag.
boom, we agree.
Bam. Okay, next we have choice TV actor and actress in a drama. Avon Jogia, Twisted. Ian Harding, Pretty Little Liars. Jake T. Austin, The Fosters. Keegan Allen, Pretty Little Liars. And Lucas Grabeel, Switched at Birth. And then we have Troy and Belisario for PLL, Rachel Bilson, Heart of Dixie, Lucy Hale, PLL, Maddie Hassan, Twisted, and Maya Mitchell for The Fosters.
This is such a tough category because we love all of the people in both of these categories, and I feel like we
kinda
know
know
a
them.
lot of them. Oh, but for the drama category, I feel like one of these guys from PLL might land it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I kind of think that too. I mean, PLL is traditionally one of the biggest TV shows in social media. There's such a social media following, lots of fan interaction. So I really do think that Ian or Keegan will take this because the teens are going to vote again. And that's my theme for this episode of predictions. The teens are going to vote for PLL.
Then I am going to say that Maya Mitchell is one of my favorites. I just love her personality. I love her in all the interviews that you girls have done with her. So I'm just going to put my little vote in there for Maya.
I think she's great as well. And I wanted to add to what you were saying about the guys of PLL. Ian Harding had such a huge season with Pretty Little Liars this past season. So I'm going to go for him, and I'm just going to put the Ezra thing out there. And Lucy Hale. She had the best ugly cry of all time last season on that ski lift.
So true.
Baby girl needs a surfboard so that she can fly off into the sunset.
Yeah, and she's been getting so much press for launching her country career. Her album is out, so I think people are going to just really want her to win, even though it's for acting.
Agreed.
Just saying.
Okay, but we have to move on and talk about Choice TV actor or actress in the sci-fi fantasy category. For the guys, we've got Ian Somerhalder for The Vampire Diaries, Joseph Morgan for the originals, Josh Dallas, Once Upon a Time, Paul Wesley, The Vampire Diaries, and Tyler Posey for Teen Wolf. And then for the ladies, we've got Claire Holt on the originals, Jennifer Goodwin, Once Upon a Time, Kat Graham, The Vampire Diaries, Kristen Kruk, Beauty and the Beast, and rounding it out, we've got Nina Dobrev from The Vampire
It's a lot of names.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
So
a little
many
overwhelmed.
Really good-looking people.
Beautiful people. Obviously, at the top of the list, we have Ian Somerhalder, who I am still resenting is not in 50 Shades of Grey, because I was looking forward to seeing him shed some layers. I vote for him just for that.
What do you think, Dana?
I actually think he's definitely going to win. I also think Nina Dobrev's going to win. They both won the TCA last year for this category. I think fans are going to step it up and vote for them again.
And they both won the People's Choice Award just a few months ago, or actually back in January, for Best Chemistry, and they handled the speech together so well. So, based on that fact, I would love to see them take the stage together once again.
Is that who you're voting for?
They're my pick as well.
It's going to happen.
All right, up next.
Choice TV actress in a comedy, we've got Debbie Ryan in Jessie, Kaylee Cuoco for The Big Bang Theory, Laura Marano, Austin and Ally, Leah Michelle for Glee, and Mindy Kaling for The Mindy Project. Okay, first of all,
What? What, girl, what?
Mindy is a
She's like my spirit animal or something. I don't know.
freaking powerhouse. This woman has to win every award in the world. She's so good. It's hers.
I am so girl crushing
for
on
the
her.
taking.
It's hers.
I am obsessed with her. Mindy,
Right?
please come on the show and sit with us. We'd be great friends. I love her, and if she doesn't win, my pick goes to our girl Debbie Ryan, who we're equally as obsessed with.
I'm going on a hunger strike if she doesn't win. Mark my words, people.
But then I kind of think Laura Marano would do the alley dance really nicely on a surfboard. Do the alley. So, I don't know. They're all great.
But she is younger and gets to have more time to
True.
be seasoned. Mindy, literally, you don't see a lot of females writing their own shows and helping to
true.
produce their own shows. I don't even think it's a competition.
Bam, go girl.
There you guys go.
Okay, so next we have Choice Music Group. Nominated this year, 5 Seconds of Summer, Fifth Harmony, One Direction, R5, and Brixton.
This is so hard.
Whoa, whoa. This is some massively powerful group band sort of action happening here.
Well, I think based on One Direction's fandom, I would go out there and say they probably have the biggest fandom only because they've been around longer than the other groups.
Right.
But R5 fans, R5 family, they take it to the next level. They go hard. And then the 5 Sauce people, the 5H people, the harmonizers, y'all are very dedicated. I don't know what to say here. I'm scared to say anything.
Right, because some fan will hate you. You know, I think if you go by numbers, like you said, One Direction obviously will take this category, but I also think it's a good opportunity to showcase people that have had a shorter career and have a lot of momentum, and I think 5 Sauce is really blowing up right now, so I'd just give it to 5 Sauce.
All right, it is time for our final category. And yes, ladies, we saved the best for last. This is Choice Hottie for the females and the males. Kicking it off with the girls, we've got Beyonce, Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, Kendall Jenner, Rihanna, and Bella Thorne. And for the guys, we've got One Direction, Zac Efron, Ryan Gosling, Liam Hemsworth, Austin Mahone, and Ian Somerhalder.
I just think it's hilarious that One Direction is listed as one hottie.
Not
As
fair.
one human being.
They are 5 different guys.
Thank
But it's
you.
pretty funny.
And also, Austin Mahone and Ryan Gosling should not be in the same category for hotness. Those are totally different worlds.
Says the woman.
Exactly.
They're both very cute guys, but I think just the fact that One Direction is nominated as a group is kind of not so fair, but that's 5 more opportunities for girls to vote for them, so I think they're going to take it.
Unless you've got some weaklings in there, in which case it's 5 opportunities to fail, and then it'll go to someone else.
Oh, whoa!
Right?
Damn.
And then in terms of the women, you've got like super voluptuous, sexy powerhouses like Beyonce, and then you've got people like Ariana Grande, who is gorgeous and awesome and really young, but I don't know that everyone considers her the staple of hotness, personally.
Well,
Because she's coming into herself.
Yeah, she's coming into herself.
She is 21 though now, so
Happy
she
birthday.
can own that sexy if she wants to. But this year, I would have to say, Rihanna's really been putting it out there, and the Navy is very passionate.
Really has.
So I kind of think she might take it home. She's been
has
showing
been
off
putting it out there.
the goodies a lot on Twitter and Instagram.
I think it's Beyonce's year. I think she's never been hotter.
I agree with you, but I don't think all of the teens out there are going to vote for Beyonce.
Why say but? If you agree with me, then you should just agree.
Because I agree, but we are not voting. We're not teenagers. We can't vote. I think teenagers are going to vote for Ariana Grande because this has been a standout year for her. She really has come into her own, but she's going to mature more. She's going to become even sexier and more of a hottie. But I think right now, everyone's going to vote for her, and everyone's going to vote for Ian Somerhalder, which he's older, so it doesn't really make sense. But that's what I'm saying.
But you guys, we could literally sit here and debate these topics all day long.
And we will.
That's what we're paid to do. But of course, we want to hear from you. Hit the comment section. Let us know who you think is going to go home with a surfboard this year.
All right, so that is it for now. You guys can vote right now if you want to over at teenchoiceawards.com, and be sure to keep it locked here at Clevver because we're going to be breaking it down from the red carpet or whatever color they choose to take on for the Teen Choice Awards this year.
So exciting. And click right here to see 10 things you need to know about 5 Sauce, 5 Seconds of Summer. Woo! Yeah.